Morning everybody, Brooke with Mrs. Cog Hill Farm, and today I've got a project. So y'all come with me and I'm going to show you just what I'm talking about. Dee Dee. I don't think Dee Dee knows her name. Hey Dee Dee, you can go with me this morning and show everybody what the new project we're working on is? Come on girl. All right y'all, here comes my little buddy. She comes with me every morning when I go to feed, and then she comes to the barn. So that's where we're headed now. Come on girl, we gotta go to the barn. She's so happy, y'all. I'm so thrilled that she's looking so much better. I mean, you can even tell she feels better in a short period of time. Okay, so here I am in the barn, and guess what's in here? The canned ham. And this is what we're gonna be working with today. All kitties are doing well. You can see little Biscuit on the top of the scratching post in the front of the window. Dee Dee doesn't do anything with the kittens. Everybody just gets along so well. And also, I leave the door cracked so the kitties have full access to the barn. And it's worked out well. So I'm inside the little canned ham, and you'll notice that all the curtains have been taken down. Why is that? Well, because Jason used this little camper the whole time we were living in a camper to edit videos. And look at what happened to my curtains. This is what the fabric initially looked like, but the sun literally bleached the color out. So I'm on a mission today to go to a local sewing shop, quilting shop, to find some fabric that'll go with these cushions that I already have in here, because I don't want to redo this. It's in good shape. It does have a little bit of fade back towards where the window is, but it's still in good enough condition to use this fabric. So I want something that can go with it. And I'm hoping that those girls over at So Charming Quilt Shop can help me find what I need. Yep, I think we need an upgrade. All right, so I'm on my way back home with my faded fabric in tow. I want to take it with me so I can get something that matches what we already have. But before I head out to So Charming, which was voted Alabama's best quilt shop, I got something I want to freeze dry. So y'all come on. And don't think those boys are far behind, because they're not. Wherever their mama goes is where they go. Okay, I told y'all we were going to freeze dry something, and this is something that I've been wanting to try, and that is pineapple. Pineapple is one of those things that hurts my teeth when it's been refrigerated, and I don't know any of you that can eat a whole pineapple fresh. So with it going in the refrigerator, Marycarl and Jason are the only ones that get to enjoy it, and I want to enjoy it too. So I'm thinking that if it's freeze dried, I'll be able to do just that. I have tried the Sensodyne toothpaste and the different kinds of sensitive toothpaste, but it just doesn't take all of it away, and therefore I don't want to chomp down on something cold and feel that effect. So I'm going to slice up this pineapple. Another thing is that you may not know about freeze drying as compared to canning. Studies show that canning retains about 50% of its nutritional value, whereas when you freeze dry something, 97% is retained. There are no preservatives, there are no chemicals. All right, so this is what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. Make it into spears. All right, in goes the pineapple. Let's go look for some fabric. All right, so here we are in the city of Clanton, Alabama, where we are so fortunate to have a wonderful, it's known as a quilt shop, and it was voted the best quilt shop in Alabama. But we have been in there before to find much more than just quilting. And here we are. There we go. Voted best quilt shop in the state of Alabama. Here we are in Alabama's best quilt shop. And hey, Penny.
Hello, good morning.
Penny is the owner of So Charming Quilt Shop. And here's her daughter, Emily, who helps out in the store. But Penny, I am just amazed at your store. I mean, Marycarl and I have been in here before. And I mean, Hobby Lobby doesn't have anything on you, girl. You got it going on.
We tried.
So how long have you been here?
We started April 1st of 2014.
2014. And that's not very long to be voted Alabama's best quilt shop.
Yep.
So you have, you've done a lot in a short period of time. And I've got my fabric here that's all faded out. That's going to go in our little canned ham camper. And I have no doubt that there's going to be something in this store that will work. But before we start picking out fabric, I want you to tell me a little bit about what your specialty is and what your clients come in looking for.
Well, fabric.
Okay.
Sewing notions.
Right.
We're adding a whole lot more stuff outside of that realm in the next couple of weeks. We're just waiting for it to get here. We haven't announced all that yet, but is a lot more coming. So,
okay.
But fabric, sewing notions, and people will bring their quilt tops in and we quilt them for them.
So y'all do sewing also?
We do. We do sewing classes. We do embroidery. She does embroidery.
Wow. So this is a one-stop shop.
We also have a whole lot of bag making supplies. This wall here is nothing but bag making supplies. If you've ever heard of By Annie, she does a lot of, I'll show you what I'm talking about. These are her patterns.
Oh,
and
wow.
Here's all the supplies to make those bags.
Oh my gracious.
So they're neat. In October, we're going to have a trunk show from her. She's sending all the bags in so we can see them, hands-on, feel them, touch them.
Is that the whole month of October?
For the whole month.
So anybody interested in By Annie can come to your store in October and see some of her bags that are on hand.
Right.
And you're going to be at the meet and greet at Petals from the Past on September the 9th, along with a lot of other Chilton County YouTube channels and ones that are outside Chilton County too. But if y'all are interested in coming to So Charming Quilt Shop in Clanton, I'm sure Miss Penny would love to have y'all. Voted best quilt shop in the state of Alabama. That's pretty cool. And
we were excited.
I know you were. You were mentioning classes, and that's something that I found interesting. And you don't offer those all the time, obviously, because it would get kind of overwhelming. But do you have a website that you post on?
We do. SoCharmingQuiltShop.com.
Okay. And you have a YouTube channel?
Yes.
And what is
Quilt Shop?
So Charming Quilt Shop. Okay. S-E-W. That's one of those crazy English language words that's yeah, gets kind of confusing on us, but you all know what sewing is. And if y'all are interested in checking out some of Miss Penny's behind the scenes things that go on here in the shop, I'm sure she shows some of that on her YouTube channel. All right, so Penny, do you think we can come up with a fabric that will go with what I brought in? And I want to show y'all something about my curtains before I proceed. These were made by me many years ago, and I glued them. And as you guys probably know, Marycarl has a sewing machine. Well, I'm not going to let Marycarl do the sewing. She is going to teach me how to sew. May or may not be shown on camera because it's a learning process, but today I'm just going to pick out some fabric so I'll have it on hand for my classes to begin. I kind of like this one.
Yeah, that's a pretty one.
Let's see. They'll be up here. That's cute. I like that. So to pull that gold out, and I've got the lettering on the front that says Yellowstone. Okay, let's do this one. I think this will be perfect.
Sounds good.
And you're thinking how many yards?
It's 20 inches, I'm gonna say 36 inches to a yard, about 5.5.
5.5 yards. Sounds good to me. All right, so we're gonna unroll 5.5 yards of this pretty little gold. It's gonna make Marycarl happy. It's gonna make me happy. All right, so there we go. If you guys are local and you want to learn to sew or quilt or any of the classes that Miss Penny offers here, just go to her website and sign up. Can you sign up on your website?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and one more question. Do you ship?
We do.
You ship?
We do.
Okay, so they can go to your website, browse around, and anything that they want, you can ship to their door.
We can.
Wow, it doesn't get much better than that.
And Saturday, is it the 16th?
Saturday, September 16th, yes.
Is National Jelly Roll Day. Jelly Roll is a 2.5 inch roll of fabric of all the fabrics in that line. And with it being National Jelly Roll Day, we're going to have those on sale, and we're going to have a class that day on how to make a quilt top with a jelly roll.
Awesome. Well, I tell you, when you said jelly roll, I'm thinking of, like, you know, back in the day when they made those little cakes with the jelly in them. Yeah.
I'll show you what a jelly roll is.
All right, so here's a jelly roll.
And there
And
are tons.
September 16th, you're going to have a class here to show how to make a jelly roll.
How to make a quilt with a jelly roll.
How to make a quilt with a jelly roll. I got to get this straight. I'm in learning.
See, this was a jelly roll.
Oh, cute. Okay. Man, I am learning as I go. Miss Penny, I cannot thank you and Emily enough for helping me find the perfect fabric for our little canned ham camper. So y'all don't forget to check out Miss Penny's YouTube channel, which is
So Charming Quilt Shop.
So Charming Quilt Shop, and also her website because she ships. So Penny and Emily, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, this is gonna be interesting. They smell good though. All right, let's see what we think. Styrofoam pineapple. The end of it, the flavor is very intense. Consistency's not what I thought.
It is very sour.
If you're a sour fan,
You would like it.
you would like it.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't taste like original pineapple,
Right.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely changed the flavor to make it more intense and more sour. I wasn't expecting the sourness.
Well, I wasn't expecting it to be so different. I would say this is probably the most different tasting from the original state versus anything we've done. Now, I wouldn't count it off, but it's not my favorite.
Reckon what you could use this for, like maybe if you want to do like a pineapple upside down cake, could you reuse
Even
that?
a fruit salad, put
Fruit
it on
salad.
pizza.
Yeah.
Um,
Now once you add water back to it, it's gonna go back to like a more like a traditional pineapple flavor. Then that shows you how much that water dilutes the flavor.
That's right, because I mean, it's just so much more intense than it is regular, but it didn't hurt my teeth.
Didn't hurt your teeth.
I guess if you were looking for a way to preserve pineapple to where you could have it for up to 25 years shelf life and retain 90% of the nutrients, here you go. But as for a snack, just to pull it out of the bag and eat it like this, that's not my choice.
It wouldn't be my choice either.
But it wasn't a failure. It's just not something that I would eat in its freeze-dried state.
Right.
Whereas there are a lot of things that we like when they come first out of the freeze dryer. I think this would need to be rehydrated in order to enjoy it.
I agree.
If you guys are interested in a Harvest Right freeze dryer, please click on the link below, and we do get a small commission that helps feed our farm, and at no extra cost to you. If you're looking for a way to preserve your food and retain nutrients, this may be for you. Got my sewing machine set out. Actually, it's Marycarl's sewing machine. My fabric in tow, and I'm ready to start my sewing lessons.
And you fixing to get to sewing.
I'm fixing to get to sewing.